Hi, welcome to Space Learner Academy. Go Mr. Kolosalo Otetayo. And of course, this is Space Learner Academy. Go since our grade 12 work namhlanje. Siqhubeka ne-organic chemistry. This is video number 4 of the organic chemistry. Ngamanye amazwi, if you're new to this series of videos, feel free to keep on watching video number 1. Kale video number 1, video number 2, number 3, then uzobukela number 4. Because ayizuyenza isense le yoba uqale ku-video number 4 whereas there is 1 and part 2 and part 3. So qala ngeza previous parts before uze ku-part 4. Okay, on the last video besithe nge-family of organic compounds, that is homologous series. Besiyamazi the word homologous series means a family of organic compounds. Sathetha ke nge-alkanes. Sathi alkanes, they have single bonds around i-carbon atoms. Uyibona ngoba kube khona i-single bonds around i-carbon atoms. This is an alkane ngenxa yoba ine-single bonds around i-carbon atoms. Satsho ke ukuba ngabani i-alkanes ziphela ngobani? Ngo-ane. Those were alkanes. Alkanes, ne? But in this video, our main point of focus would be on alkenes. Alkenes, which is another family of organic compounds. So alkenes zona, they are unsaturated. To be unsaturated, it means not all bonds are used. Ngamanye amazwi, it has a double bond. Xa kuthiwa into unsaturated, it means it has a double bond or a triple bond. It does not have single bonds. I mean, it does have a double bond. That's what I'm trying to say. It kwezinye indawo inazo i-single bonds, but ine-double bond. Xa kuthiwa into i-unsaturated, it means ine-double bond okanye ine-triple bond. That's what it means. So ithetha ukuthini le nto? Siyibona njani uba i-alkene siyibona phi loo double bond? The double bond is between the carbon atoms. Ngamanye amazwi, uba sine-carbon atom kanje yokuqala, sibe nenye i-carbon atom mhlawumbi yesibini. Let's say eyesithathu ibe lapha. So let's say this is an organic compound ezoqala ngo-prop. Why izawuqala ngo-prop? It's because in a 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3. So these 3 carbon atoms, it means it's prop. Because i-alkene izawuphela ngobani? The suffix means the end part, meaning the end part. Xa kuthiwa i-suffix thethwa nge-end part. So izawube ingu-in. So this would be propene. Let's try to draw i-structure sika-propene. Sithe i-alkene uyibona nge-double bond between i-carbon atoms. So it means we must have 1, 2 double bond. So it means for carbon number 1, there should be 4 bonds. 3, 4. Because this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then kwezi ndawo we substitute hydrogen, just like last time with alkanes. And let double bond, we must note that it is shared between the carbon nalo carbon. Okay, I hope the part it makes sense. Okay, there should be always a maximum of 4 bonds around the carbon atoms. We must always note that a maximum of 4 bonds around each carbon atom. So let's calculate for the carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's pelele for carbon number 1. Let's see carbon number 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's pelele. Let's substitute hydrogen. And this is carbon number 3. This is carbon number 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 3. This is 1 bond. Oh, let me just 3, 4. Okay, then we substitute our hydrogen B2. Okay, there is our propene. This is propene. We said prop because there's 3 carbon atoms. Because the alkene, it ends with in, meaning the suffix go in. The stem also in the suffix here, meaning the end part of the parent chain. So this is propene. Hope it makes sense. Ngamanye amazwi senze i-structural formula upper of an alkene, and also we've given the IUPAC name. Kumbula besithe yintoni IUPAC name? Stay IUPAC name. This is the IUPAC name. The IUPAC name is the name that was given to this compound by the group of chemists If kangubukela those previous videos also you get a lunch. Watch the previous videos. Also try understand yonke lento bayisuke laphi. Okay. Now ukuze uyi-understand lona even better, ne? Kufuneke senze more examples. But before we do examples, let's write down the general formula. Uyibona njani molecular formula yalento uba oh it belongs kwi-alkenes. Besithemose i-alkanes bezine-general formula engu-CnH2n plus 2. Ngamanye amazwi, i-alkane uyibona ngolu hlobo. Let's say if there are 3 carbon atoms, ne? If i-alkane leyo, if ina 3 carbon atoms, then there should be the number of hydrogen should be 2 times lo 3, because in the place of n we have 3. 2 times 3, that's 6 plus 2, which gives us 8. So this is an alkane ngoba it follows le general formula. Ngamanye amazwi lento, this is the formula for all molecular formulas of i-alkanes. Ngamanye amazwi zonke molecular formulas ze-alkanes zilandela le pattern. This is kind of a formula to find out uba oh ingabe molecular formula ye-alkane okanye ye-alkene. So this is for alkanes. Let's note that alkanes. We said that before. Besitshilo na ku video number 3. That is alkanes le general formula. What about the alkenes? The alkenes, here is the general formula for alkenes. CnH2n. That is it. That is the general formula for alkenes. I hope that part makes sense. Ngamanye amazwi, masenze lo mzekelo lo. Yabona lo mzekelo besiwenzile apha ka-propene. Upropene. Masisebenziseni le general formula yethu to prove that this is correct, le general formula yethu. Besithe upropene mos, prop means there are 3 carbon atoms. So C3, then let's find out how many number of hydrogen atoms should be in propene. So there should be 2 times 3, because N is 3. So there should be 2 times 3 number of hydrogen atoms. So 2 times 3, that's 6. So in other words, uba ngabana i-alkene yethu ina 3 carbon atoms, kufuneka ibe na 6 hydrogen atoms. Asiyojonga upropene wethu uba ngaba yi-6 na aba-hydrogen bethu. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then clearly ithethe ukuthi loo nto upropene wethu is an alkene ngoba ufollowa le pattern. So it's correct le general formula yethu. I was just checking I was just showing you but this is correct. So this is how we see uba molecular formula yeyantoni, ye-alkanes okanye alkenes okanye alkynes and all that. Okay, now let's do more examples of alkanes. Besithemos. The beginning part tells us the number of carbon atoms. Then the end part tells us why it belongs to which family. Okay, so let's talk about the organic compound in 5 carbon atoms. Let's say the organic compound in 5 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, it belongs in the family of alkenes. If it belongs to the family alkenes, ngamanye amazwi izophela ngo-ene. And the structural formula sobona nge-double bond, meaning i-functional group yayo i-double bond. Yintoni i-functional group? I-functional group is the group of atoms, okanye it's the bond, okay, it's that particular atom that is responsible for chemical and physical properties of that compound. Okay. Sizothetha ngaloo nto. I will explain it if xa sesiqhubeka if mhlawumbi it's complex kwalena endiyithethayo. But relax, I've got you covered. Okay. So we said alkenes, they have a double bond. So at some point we must have a double bond between these carbon atoms. So sisenoyibeka apha le double bond, besisenoyibeka naba kulapha, besisenoyibeka naba kulapha, noma kuphi na. Yeah, it depends on the situation esidila ngayo esikuyo. But we also have to specify by carbon number bani le double bond. Xa sesibhale IUPAC name, I will show you lena ndiyithethayo. Okay, we said for carbon number 1, there should be 4 bonds, a total number of 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbon number 1 uphelele. Then carbon number 2, there should be 4 bonds again. So there's already three kuleni carbon number 2. There's already three carbon bonds. I mean three bonds because lead double bond is shared. So 1, 2, 3. Then there should be one more, which is 4. So let's just put in all hydrogen. So baphelele ke ngoku, we're done with the 2 carbon atoms. Let's deal with the third carbon atom. Hydrogen and hydrogen. Hydrogen and hydrogen. And hydrogen is hydrogen, njalo njalo. Well, this is a structure, but masiname again. Let's give this structural formula. This is called a structural formula. I think I said that before. This is a structural formula. So we will see ke ngoku the IUPAC name. Let's write the IUPAC name of this compound. Uba yintoni igama lale compound lena? What is the name of this compound? Well, we see a double bond. It means it belongs in the family of alkenes. So izophela ngo-ene, i-parent chain. Then the beginning part, it's the number of carbon atoms. Bazingaphi? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 carbon atoms. So it means izawuqala ngo-pent. Pent means 5 carbon atoms. So this is pent in. It's like pentene. The end part tells us uba belong to a family of alkenes because in a double bond we see this double bond, which means it's an alkene. So izophela ngo-ene, this organic compound. Mamele ke ngoba besithe you have to specify the position of the functional group. In the case of alkenes, alkanes, I'll specify position of functional group because zonke there's just single bonds kwi-alkanes besitshilo. They're only single bonds. So this the functional group is just single bonds. So you can't specify. But for alkenes, if alkene is in a chain elide, it means in a more number of carbon atoms, then you have to specify about let double bond position number bani okanye carbon number bani. If usijonge kahle le double bond carbon number 1. If you the double bond is on carbon number 1. Okay, so it means the correct IUPAC name for this compound would be pent, then sifakele hyphen 1 hyphen in. So this is pent 1 in. Ngamanye amazwi, this is an organic compound with 5 carbon atoms, and the functional group is in position or in carbon number 1. And this functional group is a double bond because it belongs in the family of alkenes. I hope it means. Ngamanye amazwi, it means the double bond is in carbon number 1. Hope it makes sense, yonke. Let's make another example. The only way to master Indo is to practice because practice makes you better. You never get perfect, but you get better. Okay. Let's do another example. Let's say let's have the same organic compound, propene, yes, pentene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now the difference would be the position of the double bond. Ngamanye amazwi le double bond izawutshintsha ngoku iposition apha ibiyeke ukuba lapha kule ndawo izawujika ibe phi. Let's put it here. Let me put it here. So lo carbon lona carbon lo carbon una 3 bonds yena ngoku because there's 1, 2 and 3. Okay, hope you notile le part. So it means the only part eshiyekileyo you need to extra bonding 1 to complete bonds as around lona carbon because there should always be a maximum amount of 4 bonds around each carbon atom. Hope yenza sense le nto ndiyithethayo. So for carbon number 1 there's already 1 bond. So 2, 3, 4. There's already 2 because besithe once i-double bond ibe lapha, as carbon atoms zimbini ziyingqungileyo, that is the carbon atoms that are surrounding this double bond, they will share the double bond. So we already have 2 for this carbon. So 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, let's try to get to the carbon atom a bit close because ukude ngoku. Okay, let's redraw a bit up. Yes, 2, 3, 4. So just substitute to hydrogen here. Because we said these are hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are organic compounds with hydrogen and carbon only. Okay, now sigqibile ke ngoku iphelele apha. Each carbon atom has 4 bonds. Noma ungayibala now do the maths. Calculate how many bonds for each carbon atom. Make sure that is the case. Then ke ngoku, let's try to name, let's give the IUPAC name of this compound. IUPAC name of this compound. Because in our 5 carbon atoms, we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means zoqala ngo-pent. Mamela ke ngoku, sifuna the position of the functional group uba ikwi-carbon number bani na. Uqala kweli cala uzokhawuleza ufike kulo. Because let's say ungaqala nangapha okanye ungaqala ngapha. But uqala kweli cala uzokhawuleza ufike kwi-functional group okanye uzokhawuleza ufike kwi-double bond in this case. So 1, 2. At carbon number 2, we have a double bond. So pent 2 in. If uqale ngapha 1, 2, 3, yabo, it means awukwazi uqala kweli cala because the double bond is shared apha ku-carbon number 3. If uqale, assuming uqale kweli cala, uya ngapha ya. But xa uqala ngapha usiya kwelaa cala, which is towards the left, uzokhawuleza ufike kwi-carbon, kwi-functional group. This part is called the functional group. This is a functional group. Yintoni i-functional group? Yile part apha kwi-structural formula ne, okanye masithi yile group, okanye it's this bond, is a group of atoms, meaning ngaba carbon, okanye this bond that is responsible for chemical and physical properties of this particular organic compound. In other words, yile part oyibona ngayo uba ibhilonga kweyiphi family. Amanye amazwi uyayibona mos uba this is an alkene ngenxa yobone i-double bond. Xa ubona i-double bond between i-carbon atoms, it means this belongs to an alkene, it's an alkene. But if ubona i-single bonds around i-carbon atoms throughout, akhona eyi-1 i-double bond, khona i-single bonds, ithetha ukuthi lena yi-alkane. Yayo. So, i-functional group ye-alkanes is just oocarbon abane-single bonds around. But i-functional group for i-alkenes, meaning le part oyibona ngayo uba ibhilonga kweyiphi family, i-functional group yile double bond. This is the double bond, ngaba carbon nale double bond. That's a functional group for i-alkenes. I hope iyayenza sense, but the more sisenza i-organic compounds izoyisenza isense le nto even better ke. If khona ipart ongandivayo kuyo, feel free uphinde uyiqalele le video and okanye ubuye umva. Kamnandi ivideo le, uyakwazi ubuye ureverse, uyakwazi upauza, uyakwazi ukwenza anything. You can repeat the video uyibukele up until you understand. Okay, so this is pent 2 in. Pent means 5 carbon atoms. And at position number 2, or at carbon number 2, there is a double bond. In means there's a double bond because it's an alkene. Okay, that is all, guys, for this video. I hope it makes sense because it makes sense, but I try my best to explain. And hopefully you understand. If I understand, leave a comment. Tell me how can I improve as videos because I put so much energy here trying to explain each and everything. Okay, this is all for this video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If leave a comment, like, yeah. See you in the next video. Thank you.